What's up everybody, Jamie here with Remodel Construction. Today I'm going to walk you through how to recess your floor for a curbless shower, how to prep your walls before you put your wallboard up, and then I'll give you a little preview on when I set my pan. So what we got going on right now is the HYDRO-BLOK shower system. It's a complete system for recessing your floor, shower pan, wallboard, and floorboard with your sealant, and if you want, there's a niche that goes with it as well. So what I'm doing here in the video is I'm just pointing out a few areas we're going to be putting glue, and on the back side of this I'm going to add some PL Premium or construction adhesive, some screws and nails. Just follow along and you'll be able to see how I handle this shower. There's going to be a few little tips and tricks that I point out here, so don't look away for 1 second. What I'm doing here is I'm going to be putting multiple screws in the bottom of this joist member. Essentially what this is going to do is going to support your subfloor that we took out. Now remember, we're doing curbless, so you're going to want to recess this to get proper pitch. This is the clip that comes with the HYDRO-BLOK system. All I did was put a little dab of PL behind each clip, put 2 screws in the bottom. They're just 1.25 inch deck screws, nothing special. On the top side though, I do use the galvanized that comes with the kit. And then from there, we're going to put that onto the joist, glue it, screw it, and add some framing nails. Just one thing to remember here, if you're using the HYDRO-BLOK system, as you can see, I kind of brace that 2x4 up between the two joists. And the reason I do that is it's kind of awkward because it hangs above it by 3/4 inch because we're recessing it, right? So just give yourself something to, or if you have a helper, they can kind of hold it for you. I didn't have a helper, so I was just doing what I had to do. Any type of adhesive, I use PL Premium. I'm out of Hamilton, Ontario. I'm not sure what you guys got in your jurisdiction. I put a nice liberal amount on there, and don't get chintzy on it because remember, like you're recessing your subfloor and you don't want to have any weakness there. You don't want any deflection, so I say overkill. It always goes a little further. In the top here, I'm just going to add some galvanized screws that come with the kit. And if you can see that little shadow there between the new 2x4 and the old joist, that's about 3/4 inch, and that's exactly what my subfloor was. Go through, I add some, I think they're about 3-inch screws to the side. Just kind of, well, you can see my plumbing there. I can't really get my screws where I would like them. Nice screw pattern, right? That's what you would ideally do, you know, if you're, you know, putting a beam together, you're gonna have a nail pattern. So my screw pattern's off because of that plumbing that's in the way. I get a little nifty here. I got to go around that, and then I add some framing nails as well. Like I said, overkill. Here I'm just finishing off screwing it. And one thing I would say is just don't take on too much. Don't try and jump from piece to piece to piece. Just focus on what you're doing. You don't want to forget anything. I just go to town here with my pass load. This is my framing gun with, and again, it's overkill, but this is what I needed in that area. This is the middle bay of my curbless shower, and I just didn't want to second guess it. Here we go, load up the gun again and just fire away. Here's the 3-inch screws that I add to the side. Again, better be safe than sorry. This is a second floor curbless shower right above the entryway. Here's the second member. As you can see, that drain lands right in the middle. It was really frustrating, to be honest. I had a light box directly below that. Now I don't know if anyone else has run into this issue before. If you have, hit me in the comments. Let me see your pictures. I'd like to chat with you on how you got around that. I had to do a running P-trap, and like I'm saying, that light box was directly below it. Like I had no wiggle room whatsoever. So this is kind of how I got around that. Being a contractor is about problem solving on the fly, and I had a lot of problem solving just in this one joist bay. I tell you, I should have kept track of the man hours that I spent right in that one spot. What is that, 12 inches by 5 feet, right? So you got 5 square feet right up the middle, and I put in man hours, I'm telling you. Here we go, second 2x4. This is going to be on the opposite side, and those clips, they just, again, they hold it in place. Put a nice amount of PL Premium on there, and I'm just going to repeat what I did into the previous 2x4s. Shoot it, screw it, overkill, on to the next one. about to do right now is just take measurements, and I'm going to add some blocking, girts, however you like to phrase it. And this is just going to catch your subfloor at the very end, give you something to shoot to and to glue to. I had a nice snug fit. I actually had to pull it out and trim it because I felt like I was moving my joists out of the way. Do this at each end of each joist bay if you can. I couldn't on the one end because of the plumbing. What I'm doing is I'm adding that adhesive to the top of the recessed 2x4 members, and what this is going to do is hold that subfloor in place and just try to prevent any deflection. Set it down in place. I had a nice snug fit, I would say within a 16th. I actually had it too tight and I was beating the piss out of it trying to get it in and out, and it was just frustrating. So snug but not tight. And then I lay it down again, glued, screwed, and nailed. So on this day I had my son with me. It was a great opportunity to teach him some work ethic. As they say, you can bend a tree while it's young. He loved it. He could not stop trying to do stuff. I mean, he's gonna be 6, and he was having the time of his life. Now, if you're gonna bring your kid to work, I would say just keep an eye on them. Make sure you're watching where they're stepping. We had some open joist bays, some areas where something could have happened, but I kept my eye on them the whole time. So all we're doing now is adding that subfloor back to the very edge of the shower. Essentially, your pan is gonna sit to the right of that where it's recessed, and then you're up the difference of your pan, allowing you that curbless entryway or wheelchair accessible shower. Same thing, glued, screwed, nailed. Every screw he had to hand me. He had them in his little pouch. Patience, guys. Bring your kids to work, but have patience. So what I'm doing here, just doing some prep work. This one stud was at a place. It was proud of the other two, so I'm just got my cordless planer out, ripped it down twice, and cleaned it up. Checked it with my level. It was bang on. These walls turned out pretty good. I would say they're within a 16th of plumb, and they were actually square. I know it sounds hard to believe. So same thing here. I had a high spot in the floor, got the planer out, the vacuum, dust control, ripped it down. Here's a little preview. You don't want to miss that next episode where we set the pan, we do the drain, and we do the floorboard. Hit that like button, subscribe, comment, and follow along.